Welcome to Chat and Chew. I'm your girl, Miss Ebony.
I'm your girl, Tisha.
And I'm your girl, Special K.
So, ladies, let's tell them what Chat and Chew is all about.
Well, Chat and Chew is a place where tasteful conversations happen.
And we share our experiences of travel, restaurants, leisure, etc.
Right.
And we're going to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, you know what? Let's roll that footage. So, ladies, let's tell them where we went for our first review.
So our first review was at Big Bistro and Pizza. It's located in downtown Hampton at 22 Wine Street. Real easy find in downtown.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the address.
Let them know where to go.
Y'all gonna have to look up the times on y'all.
Right.
So, what we going to start out with, ladies? What we going to give them? What we going to critique? What we going to review first?
Well, I think we should give them our experience from walking in to the inside, then give them the food. So let's talk about the exterior first.
Okay. Well, Tisha, you start off. You got there early.
Yeah, so it's actually located in a pretty nice area, downtown Hampton. I thought there was ample parking. Parking actually on both sides, and then I think it's parking actually in the front of the building. It's a nice area, so if you're out by yourself, you shouldn't have any issues. Well lit. There's a lot of people. We went for Sunday brunch, so it was a lot of people that were out there. Parking lot, nice. Pavement, nice and even. So if you have your heels on, look good. Because it's literally parking lot, boom.
Yeah.
Built right there.
It's so funny that you say that. I remember when we pulled up, I'm not used to being able to, especially in that area where you park, get out, and the restaurant's like, boom, right there, right? And so I remember getting out because I had rode with Keisha to the restaurant, and I said, okay, where's that? Keep that. It's right there. I said, oh, okay. Like we literally walked around the corner and boom, we were right there.
Right there. So that's a definite plus. No long walk.
And when we ran into it, actually, it was in the evening. So we got to see it at nighttime. And the whole area was very well lit. And because it is so many like other small businesses, restaurants, and things around it, it was people always out.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so what's next?
So the outside of the building, they had a very cute decor. Very, it wasn't like so like out of, but it was cute for what they did. Nice shrubbery outside. I actually like the patio area where we actually sat. That they painted. It was very bright.
It was
very bright, nice feel. The patio furniture, there were umbrellas. And every we chose to eat outside because it was such a nice day out.
It was.
That's a nice day. And from my angle, when I looked out, I actually saw the water.
Oh wow!
So that was an added little bump. Yeah.
Okay.
And then right beside it is the donut place, because they own a donut shop as well. And that's actually how we actually found the restaurant on accident. Right. Because we were going to go to the donut shop, but they were closed.
Yeah.
Right. So
it worked out.
Right. It's glazed donuts. And it says online that they close at 12. However, they close when they run out. Of supply. So if you're trying to go to glaze, you got to get there immediately. But the plus is that if they do have any leftover donuts, they take them to the restaurant.
To the big bistro.
Yeah. Okay. What's next on the list? Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So let's talk about the interior once we got inside. Now, we didn't actually sit inside and have our meal, but we did actually take a chance to go inside and look around.
So we did sit outside, but of course, we had to go on the inside to see what it looked like. And I will be the first one to say it was very inviting. Soon as in the entranceway on the left-hand side, it was full of different wines. You would have almost thought you were at a winery because there were so many different wines. Yeah. But the inside was really cute. They even had a refrigerator section. I don't know if they actually really used it or not, but it was really cute on the inside. And then it wasn't really big, but it was definitely enough of seating where I'm going to tell you what I liked about the inside. The way it was set up on the inside is even if you were by yourself, they had some 2-seaters over by the window where I actually saw a couple people sitting by themselves. So it's definitely a restaurant where it's inviting, where if you want to just go catch you a quick bite by yourself, maybe even take care of some business while you're in there, because they didn't rush the people on the inside and they didn't rush us on the outside as well. But the inside was really cute. They even had like a bar area. Yeah. But the way it was set up, I didn't see the alcohol behind that bar, but it was set up where kind of like a Waffle House. But I don't want to compare it to
diner. Diner type.
Yeah, diner.
Yeah, like a diner. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. We forgot to add that the restaurant is actually a family-owned business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about the restroom? What did you all think about the restroom?
Separate.
Yes. The restroom, I gotta give it like 5 stars, 10 stars, however many stars you can give it. I'm gonna tell you, it was one of the cleanest restrooms I ever been in. You know what I mean? So as soon as wine must really be this restaurant's thing, because when I got in the restroom, up on the wall was a big picture of different wines. You know what I mean? But it was very clean. The floors were clean. The toilet area, the sink was clean. I mean, it was really clean. I was very, very pleased with the restroom. And I didn't even have to use the restroom. It made me want to go just because it was so clean. But yes.
It is actually so much like wine all over that I'm surprised wine isn't somewhere in the name of the restaurant. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Point. Also, when you go to the back area of the restaurant, they actually have a play area. For kids, because you know how that goes when you go out to eat with your children, and look, they already ate, because normally kids are served first, and so they're sitting there watching you eat. They get antsy. Well, they have a whole spot in the back. Games. I think it was it a foosball table or something?
It was. I thought it was so neat.
Yeah, so like a whole cute area where the kids can just go have fun and you can still eat, chill. Yeah.
Or if you're waiting. If you're waiting, you know what I mean? You know how kids can sometimes get antsy, while they're waiting to be served. So that can kind of like take their mind off of, how long they've been sitting there, what have you. Yeah.
It was a couch back. It was a couch back there as well. But that is one of the things that really stuck out to me is how the restaurant was so inviting for whether it was like us, we went on a girl day, right? Or whether it was a date, whether you're going with a spouse or partner, or whether you're going by yourself, or even a family. It was very inviting for no matter who you were showing up with. You know what I mean? I thought that was really unique because you don't really find that so much.
Do you think the inside was large enough, though, for like a meetup for a large group if they wanted to meet there? So maybe not that large inside.
Yeah. That's a good thing to point out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely wouldn't show up with a party of 20. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So maybe not a restaurant for that, you know, unless they're going to shut the whole restaurant down.
Right.
Because it's a family-owned business, there's a possibility call and you say, hey, I have such and such, you know, this amount of people down for you.
Yeah, they absolutely might. Yeah. So let's get into the best part, the food.
Hold on, before we
do that, let's give out our hostess, our waitress, and all of that, our customer service.
So Tisha, how was it for you? Because you did get there before us. How was it for you when you got there and you met them on the inside, let them know that we wanted to sit outside?
The hostess, well, first of all, the vibe that I get from the staff is very laid back.
Okay.
Very, very.
But not, you know how sometimes you go to a place and it's so laid back that you're like, okay.
Right.
But laid back to the point that they were very welcoming.
Right.
Because remember, we didn't eat inside. So Ebony had to go back and was like, hey, do you mind if I take pictures of the inside?
Yeah, I did.
Some people
they were like, sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I went in and I said, hey, you know, we'd like to sit outside. Sure, no problem. Let me get you. Very nice. Very nice. Very welcoming. Very nice, pleasant personalities.
Do you remember what time we got there? So we went on a Sunday. What time was it?
Be like 12 or 1, like somewhere around that.
And I do know that they serve breakfast until 2.
Yeah.
Right.
They start their lunch at like 11 or so because they go to like 9, 10 o'clock at night, depending on what day of the week. Now, Sunday, they only go to 3, but they serve breakfast till about 2. So, yeah, we probably was like 12 something, I guess. Something like that.
Yeah. I think what was really neat is Sunday for you. And look, ladies, y'all know we know Sunday is a busy time for restaurants. So I don't know if we particularly showed up at a good time or not, but we didn't have a long wait. You know?
No, not at all. No. And they had a nice crowd. They had a very nice crowd. They had a steady with people coming in and out or what have you, but it wasn't that long at all. It wasn't.
But the customer service was superior. From the server that waited on us, which I really kind of feel like she's a manager or something. I kind of got that vibe from her, but she was really, really nice and sweet.
She was.
She answered all of our questions.
Very knowledgeable. So important. She was knowledgeable of menu items. Like she actually food. So when you're like, hey, well, how does this? Oh, it's, and you really felt like she ate the food and she's just trying to
girl.
Right. She was very knowledgeable on the drinks too. Remember, we got mimosas. So she was very suggestive on the different kinds because I told her I wanted something sweet. You know what I mean? I wanted something real sweet. So she suggested the flavors and different kinds for us to get. Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed that out because Keisha, you aren't a big drinker. And Tisha, anyway. So, but one of the things that we run into is
no judgment.
One of the things we run into is Keisha doesn't like to taste the alcohol, right?
Right.
So Keisha will tell the server like something sweet, and then she'll get that drink and she'll take that sip because it's too strong. So Tisha, you're right. That server was very knowledgeable of the drink, the food, and all of that. So let's get into the food. So Tisha, what did you order?
So I ordered the French toast. And the French toast came with custard and it has syrup at the table. But the French toast was thick, like the thick Texas toast.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I think, did all of us get French toast or something?
We did.
It was good.
French.
So we got to go back and somebody get pancakes or something.
Yeah. But when the French toast was the star.
It was good.
The French toast was the star of the menu, of the meal. And then I got, all of us actually got the potatoes, the smashed potato. Okay. So how their menu is set up, they have like their combos. They have their breakfast on one side, they have the lunch on the other side.
Right.
So one part of the menu, you have their combos, and then they have like the a la carte stuff down at the bottom. And then their sides also. So the smashed potatoes, we asked like, oh, like what is this? And she said, oh, they cook it in
and she had to like really describe it so good because we all got it. We didn't want to share that. We didn't want to share these smashed potatoes that she just described to us. We was like, no, I want my own.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got it. Well, we got it. And it wasn't what I thought because
at all.
Right. This is what I was thinking. I'm thinking, okay, they take the baked potato, they cut it up into, the sides for the potatoes was a separate charge. And I don't mean 25 cents, 50 cents. No. Onions and peppers was like $1.50 or
$1.50, yeah.
$1.50.
Cheese was like $1. The smashed potatoes was $3.50. So you pay like what, $6 if you got everything on it, something like that. Yeah.
Right. So how she described it, she said it was cooked in like chicken broth, and then they take it and then they grill it. So I'm like, oh, okay. When we got it, though, it looked like literally they just took a regular old baked potato. Was boiled.
Right.
Up because the bite sizes, the sizes weren't exactly what you were like. The texture, the sizes, the size of the potatoes, and then the seasoning. There was no seasoning.
Right.
Really only just cooked it into beef broth and thought that was it. And then the onions and the peppers, they weren't really. It wasn't what we thought it was going to.
No, not at all.
And it wasn't worth what we paid, unfortunately. I mean, great place. French toast, thumbs up. But those potatoes, yeah.
And that probably was about really the only downfall of it. But I think it hit us so because the way she described it, and we were all like, we got to taste these potatoes. And then we got them, we were like, this is not my grandma potatoes, though.
I think also because of the price, because like you said, the potatoes were already like $3.50. Each side was an additional $1.50. So you're paying $6.
Right.
So it was like I paid $6 for this.
Right. And we all wanted our $6 back.
Right. Because like I usually take food home. Like that's my thing. That's what I get excited about. Because I like wait like a little later on in the day, 1, 2 o'clock. Like, ooh, I got my potato. Oh no, those potatoes got left.
Yeah, all of ours did. Yeah, we left them. We
left
them. Yeah. Well, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Miss Ebony join us again.
We're peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. We peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. You ready? The layers effect. The layers effect. The layers effect. The layers effect.
Well, we're back.
We're waiting on our other co-hosts.
And we're co-hosts. Well, Keisha,
say it again, huh?
What did you get? What did you order?
I got, so mine was actually called, I had to look it up because I was like, what was the name of it? It was called the Courthouse.
Right.
And it came with so we got bacon, we got sausage, we got eggs. It's supposed to come with grits, but they ran out of the grits, so they let us. So we did save $6 on one of those potatoes, because we was able to switch out one of them, and we got French toast that came with it. Right. And the sausage was big patties, They were like the big patties that would like literally fit on. So like if you have a Grand's biscuit, you know what size that biscuit is? That sausage patty would literally fit on that whole biscuit.
Right.
We had bacon, we had eggs, and cheese eggs. Everything tasted really good. I could have done, well, we got our custard on the side for our French toast. And I'm glad I did because it was really sweet. We kept trying to figure out what was the taste of it, you know what I mean? And we picked up a vanilla, a little pinch of lemon, but I don't know if it really went with the French toast, you know what I mean? So like, but it was really good. Ebony, while you were gone, we were talking about those smashed potatoes that we got hoodwinked on.
Oh my goodness. And like for me, I am a fried potato girl, right? So I thought it was really unique because Lord bless her heart, she was really sweet. No shade to the server. But the way she described them is
that's what we were talking about. The way she described it, you was like, if I don't get anything else, I have to get these potatoes.
Yeah, and like I mean, it needed some everything. It needed some salt, it needed some pepper. We really, really tried our best.
It needed some grilled.
It needed
for
some
the
more
onions
grill,
and the potatoes.
Some more cuttery to it,
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, everything else was so good.
Yeah.
That I was okay with, I didn't complain. I didn't send the potatoes back. Like Tisha, I remember you left your whole set of potatoes. I remember at the end the server was like, "You need a box," and Tisha was like,
"And look, wait,
no, she put it in the box. She put it in the box and then left the box."
I felt bad, so I was like, "I'm gonna just go ahead and put it in the box." I left it by accident.
Because I'll tell you, the way she talked about those smashed potatoes, you would have. What was the name of it again? Smash.
It was smash.
Yeah, the way she talked about it, I would have thought that was homegirl's recipe. I was like, you know what? This was her idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She part of the family.
This her edition.
This her edition.
Because when she described it, she was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you have got to try it." So we were like, "Oh my God, we've got to try it."
I mean, we paid extra. We paid extra for the onions and the peppers, and I probably could have did without all of it.
Right.
Actually in the wrong business. Like she needs to go to a car dealership or something like
that. Right.
$1 like it won't nothing.
Right.
But
we'd all been riding out on smashed potatoes on wheels.
But you know what? She sold us on that French toast. Because Keisha and I, so because we shared, we were going back and forth about should we order a side of pancakes? And she was like, when we were trying to figure out between two, she was like, French toast. So I am happy she did good on the French toast. The egg was good. I really don't have any complaints about the other food. My letdown was just the smashed potatoes. I kind of feel like they maybe need a sister in there to help them out a little bit with the potatoes.
And we ended up sharing because when you go to different places like that and you look at the menu as far as prices, you got to take into consideration if it is a little more expensive. This is not one of your big Fortune 500 or chain restaurants. This is a family owned. So the prices and things are different for them when they get their food. You know what I mean? Because that meal was like $18, 18 some change or something like that. So we was like, just in case, it's not what we think. Like, let's split it. And then it has so much to it though. We were like, oh, we could probably split that.
Yeah, they definitely portion sizes. You're going to get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Get your money's. So like sometimes when you think about like pricing or whatever, if it's worth it, I'll pay it.
Right. And see, we didn't know that right off. Right. We didn't know that right off. So it was like a just in case, these two don't balance out.
Did we talk about it really good? And I'll be honest, I'm glad we split it, not because it was bad, it was really good, but like Tisha said, the portion size,
it was filling.
It was very filling. So I'm happy about that part. Yeah.
About the mimosas?
Oh my goodness. And then we can't forget about those mimosas.
Right.
The plus. Okay, so ladies, you already know Sunday is brunch day.
Okay.
Right.
And like to have our mimosas when we brunch. And the positive is that they have a ton of options. You ladies, what flavors did you get?
I got mango because I wanted something a little sweeter, so I got mango.
Right.
I don't remember. What did I?
I think you got black cherry.
I did. I got blackberry. No, blackberry.
Blackberry. That's right. That's right. Blackberry. Yeah.
Good. I was very pleased.
And I got the raspberry sorbet.
Uh-huh.
So I tend to like fruitier, sweeter drinks, and so sorbet actually like it did it for me. Once
right.
it really did it for me. So
yeah. And it was pretty reasonable. I think it was like $6.
Mine was like 6.
Yeah, mine was 9.
Yeah, but
because Tisha got the YOLO drink. Yeah,
Tisha got the premium. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but I definitely think it was probably worth it because she had a nice glass full. We will say we only got one glass. You know what I mean? Like it hit the spot. It went well with the food without water. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, ladies, we've summed up all the exterior, the interior. We've done the food. We've done the hostess. We've done the whole shebang. Drum roll. What do you all give them for their grade?
Well, I'm going to give them.
Okay, B.
Okay. So tell us, why did you give them a B?
I'm going to give them a B. Like I said, we talked about it. They're a great spot. If you want to go somewhere to brunch, top. That would be top on my list. They would have got an A, but those potatoes, I had to take some points off.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it right there. I'll go next. So, first of all, don't judge my B because in the midst of my technology interruption, my B fell on the ground. But this is my But
it's October. It's Halloween.
Yeah.
That was a little scary.
everything Tisha said, but to add to it, what really won me over is, of course, when I go out to eat, I love the food has to be good, right?
Right.
But even more than that, the customer service has to win.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I was very pleased with our server. But then when I went inside, just with them being so inviting, when I asked them if it was okay if I took pictures, they were very welcoming. And then they even gave me some background history. They let me know it's a family restaurant, you know, so that's why I gave it a B.
Yeah.
So I gave them a B as well.
Okay.
Look at your little cute B.
You know, it's the holidays. It's autumn. It's the festivity. I'm thankful for Thanksgiving. I gave them a B as well. I agree with you, ladies. The only thing that did it for me that kind of brought it down a little bit was the smashed potatoes. And I'm gonna be honest, if she didn't maybe hype me up so much for it, then maybe I wouldn't have been so disappointed. You know what I mean? But you know, I gave her an E for effort. But like you all said, the potatoes, I did enjoy the customer service. I love that she was the same from the time she set us down to the time we left. She was the same. She was the exact same. And then one of the things that did it for me too, just to give a little something different, was probably even the customers that were around. The other customers that were around. We were sitting outside. So those, when they were coming in or going, they were speaking to us. You know what I mean? When they were passing by. Those that were eating with us, they were very friendly and speaking. You know what I mean? And it was non-us. So that made it even better. You know what I mean? So I definitely will go back.
Go back.
Yeah. I'm glad that you brought that up because it was non-us. You know what I mean?
It was non-us.
But you can see that it was diverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The business was not us, you know, as far as family wise. But then sitting outside, you saw a Caucasian couple. You saw
some area.
You saw us women. And then even when you went inside, Tisha, I don't know if you saw one. Like when I went inside, there was someone sitting by themselves. Like it was definitely a diverse, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
I felt comfortable. That. I didn't feel like let me hurry up and pay my check or cancel the order. So, you know.
Right.
So check this out. That was so dope. I really, really enjoyed that restaurant. I definitely would go back. In fact, I even told you ladies I would go back and take my hubby. You know what I mean? I would go back with my girls. I would go back with y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that part was really, really dope. So listen, stay right there. We're going to jump into the commercial break that you probably already seen waiting for me to come back. We're going to do that one more time.
We'll watch it again.
Check this out. When we come back, we're going to get into the chats. We're going to get into some conversation. We're going to converse with you all. Stay right there.
No judgment.
No judgment.
We peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. We peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. You ready? The layers effect. The layers effect. The layers effect. The layers effect.
Okay. Welcome back.
Welcome
back.
Welcome.
Shout out to everyone that is watching us right now on the YouTube channel. While you're watching us, we probably should have said in the beginning, but we were so excited to get this show started. We need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Hit that notification button so that way you will get notified every time we have a show. Okay? Do that and share us. Share us with others that like.
Yes, don't keep us all to yourself. Don't keep us all to yourself.
Right. Don't be stingy, okay? Share us because
it's enough of us to go around.
Right. It's enough of us. You know someone else that love to go out to eat, that love experiences, that love to go out for different leisure activities. So share us. So this part right here is probably, I gotta say, it's probably our co-host Tisha's favorite part of the show. So Tisha, tell our viewers right now the topic for our chat part.
All right, so ladies, today's topic is Tales from the Crypt. We're going to be sharing things that have happened to us that we were thinking we were going to take to the grave. But listen, we're trying to get ratings. So we're going to go ahead and
Tisha just want us to put our business out there in these streets.
I thought we vowed as a friendship. We have over 20 years of relationship going on this channel. I thought we vowed to the side grave, but our good girlfriend Tisha / sister wants us to put our dirty laundry out. So, and then for the month of October, like she said, Tales from the Crypt, aka we're gonna let y'all in some history, some past history that we kind of ashamed of. No judgment.
No judgment.
Okay? Because you got a pass too. Who going first?
I'm gonna go ahead and go first.
I was gonna say since it was her idea.
Get out the way. Okay. Now listen.
First, no names will be disclosed.
No names. And I hope they're not watching.
And if they sound like somebody you know, keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. And not me, okay? So, I'm gonna give a disclaimer. This happened, okay, before I got baptized the second time. Okay. I had the first one didn't take. So the first one I was so young. I had to give this disclaimer. Okay, so here we go. So I kind of was in a relationship with a married man by accident. I didn't know, right? So
you ain't know.
No judgment. No judgment.
So let me break it down. So this guy, like I was in my. So this guy was actually my neighbor, and so how the apartment complex was set up was. There was a courtyard. So there's like one set of buildings, there's this courtyard, and then there's another set of buildings. Now, if you lived on the first floor, you actually had access to, they had a front door. They also had like a back door. They didn't necessarily have to go up and use the main door that everybody else in the building had to use. So you need this information, okay? You need this information.
A special door, okay.
A special door. So you need this information because I said he was my neighbor. And he was married.
Go ahead, girl.
So when I met him, he was sitting on the stoop. You know, he would always be outside. Like when I would get home from work, he would be outside. And so like one day, you know, I was spunky, you know, in my 20s, you know how that is. Like, okay. When they call you and you like, hey. So he called me over, you know, we're talking. So anyway, you know, we're in this relationship now. Listen, I was in his apartment. I did see the pictures of a female. He said that he lived with his sister, right?
Okay.
He had a car, I had a car, right? We would swap cars because I liked his better. Like it was like this kind of like a small little compact SUV, and he would drive my car. Like he was getting my car washed, like everything, and we were always around each other, right?
Let me say this real quick. I definitely would have believed that he was single with all this going on. So
right. I'm driving his car.
Yeah. So the only thing that might have been a red flag, but really wasn't, because listen, like in my 20s, I was getting it. Okay. I was riding around getting it. So he didn't stay over.
That was her 20s.
I said before I got baptized second time.
Right,
okay.
Right.
So he didn't stay over, but I didn't care.
Okay. But you ain't care. You ain't want him to.
Right. Go downstairs.
So that was the only kind of like red flag. But like I said, I wasn't even thinking about it. So let's go ahead and fast forward. So he had told me like beforehand, he was like, event, you know, that I got coming up, and I really want to see you in my, I want you to see my outfit and yada, yada, yada. Telling me, you know. Okay. He comes over. Dude is in a tux.
Not a tuxedo. Not a tuxedo.
He's in a tux. Like I'm straight.
What kind of event was he supposed to be going to?
He just said it was like a formal.
Okay. So yeah, that does justify the tux.
Right.
Okay.
I'm straightening out his bow tie. You know. Okay. You look. He's out.
Gonna have the man get right.
He's out. Right. So then he comes back. You know, I'm still seeing him. Like, you know. And so he comes back, I want to say maybe like a week or so later, and he has a photo album. And he was like, I got the pics from the event. I was like, okay, cool, let me see. So I'm going through this photo album. Like this was early 2000, so we had photo albums, right? For any young watching. So I'm going through the photo album, and I'm like, why these females got on the same dress?
Come on now.
Why these men got the same kind of
He thought that you was gonna look at that one picture or maybe two.
If you know Tisha, listen. Okay.
You better tell him, Miss Watson.
I should have been. Matter of fact, look, y'all hit me up. You need help, hit me up. So
if he knows a female, like, come on now.
Right. So I'm going through the photo. I'm like, And then there were spots where there were no. So I was kind of joking, but I wasn't joking.
Not kind of joking.
I was joking, but I was like, oh, is this from your wedding? Like, did you get married or something? Like,
right.
He was like, yeah.
Hold on, y'all.
Just like, yeah.
Yeah. He said yes.
Was he really brave enough to say yeah?
Yes, he actually.
Let me ask you, were y'all in person or was this through text? Are you in person?
In person. We're in person. When he's showing me the pictures, we were in person. So I was like, married.
Yeah.
Hold on. So how he explained it to me was that he was locked up. And while he was locked up, the lady that he married, like, she was holding him down. And he felt that he had owed it to her when he got out to go ahead and marry her and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's fine, sir, but what they got to do with me?
Right. Right.
So did you notice that this girl is the same girl of the pictures in the house that's supposed to be sis?
Had you ever seen her before?
I never saw her because she always took, okay, so the first floor apartments, that main door that they had, that kind of like back door, led to their parking lot.
Gotcha.
She never came through the door where everybody else came through. I never saw her, and there were no pictures of her inside of this photo album. Pictures of him, no pictures of her.
Girl.
So when he told me that, you know, that this was
and
actually...
she never saw y'all driving each other's cars.
Okay, well, hold on. No, because that was her car. Take her to
Did
work.
you were driving?
Hmm?
Girl, he set you up to be killed.
She would
have killed. Kill her.
Right. So, so I'm like, okay, how about we're good? Like, you don't have to ever come back. I'm done with this. I want to say maybe 2 weeks later, I get a phone call. That's who the phone call was.
Was it her?
Yep.
Shut up.
Yep.
So you, knowing you told her everything.
I sure did. I sure did. I said, ma'am,
from the cradle to the grave.
Listen,
everything.
A and the Z, A through Z. I told her everything. And listen, I haven't talked to your husband in about 2 weeks. And listen, I'm not about to call him. You ain't got to. I'm not the problem.
Right. You ain't got to worry about me.
Right.
That's your problem. I'm not the problem. And that was that. Yeah. So it's
and you the problem too, sis. Because where were you at that I was able to do all of this with your husband? and you downstairs. I blame you for not being a more active wife.
She was doing her own thing, but you know what?
Right.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you for shutting it down.
Shut it down.
Because like I've seen situations that like people get so caught up once they do find out, they don't know how to get themselves out of that situation.
Right.
They keep seeing them. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you because you shut it down. Okay. Who going next?
Who's next?
Go ahead, Ebony. Want me to go?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get mine over with.
Get it out.
Oh my gosh.
So once upon a time.
Oh goodness.
This is about to be some mess. How do you start off like that?
Once upon a time, before I got married or whatever, I was dating this guy. In fact, this is the beginning of the stage. We weren't even in a committed relationship. I had just got to know this man, okay? And I was at his home, and he had roommates. You know what I'm saying? So it was him and 2 other roommates, okay? And I was over there, and I was eating some Chinese food. So anybody that has ever eaten Chinese food, and I was drinking. Let me put it. I was eating Chinese food. And don't do it. Don't eat Chinese food and drink.
Come on now.
Don't eat pizza and drink. Okay, let me tell this part.
First of all, where you messed up at is that when you first meet in them, you don't eat. Period.
That's true. That's true.
You starve.
Don't
until you get home.
Right. Take it home. Take it home.
And I love Chinese food. So this is like,
and you don't eat, you nibble. Just enough to be like, you tasted it. And you're like, I'm so full. You done ate the whole bowl.
The bad part about it is he don't even eat Chinese food. I didn't know. I bought the greasy Chinese food over there, okay?
He did this for you.
For me. And I thought it was for us. So I'm eating this Chinese food or whatever, and I'm drinking or whatever, and I go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I was not thinking, okay, 3 males in the house, they gonna have to talk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My stomach got the
rumbling, talking to you.
Yeah, so I had to go. You know what I'm saying? I had to release.
D-box, right.
So I went on, did my thing, cut the fan on, sprayed or whatever.
Wait. Did number 2.
I did number 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And the young man was outside. He was distracted with his roommate. So, you know, I had to hurry and do my thing. Had to get that thing in, cut the fan on. They had a plug in. Bathroom smelled really good, especially be living with some men.
Until you got there.
Until you got there.
So I'm in there doing my thing, whatever, and I'm rushing. So I look around. I no tissue. You know what I'm saying? So what? So, you know, I had to do the best thing. First, I'm not going to pull my pants up. So I had to do what I had to do. I had to do what I had to do. And so I did what was best.
What was that?
I took the decorative hand towel.
Ebony.
I had to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? What was I going to do? This was new. I wasn't going to text him and tell him bring toilet tissue to the bathroom that was folded up. So
the decorative hand towel though, do you know how much the decorative hand towel costs?
Hey, they had paper towels. So I took the decorative. I took one of them. It was a set of two. I took one, pulled it down. I wiped
well, you might as well took both of them. How you gonna leave the one? Now we know something wrong.
I wiped myself. I wiped myself real good. Pull my pants up, wash my hands, and then I didn't leave it in the bathroom for evidence. I took that decorative towel and put it in the kitchen.
Hey, baby! Now this is my question.
Wait.
How long did it take them to notice the smell in the kitchen?
I'm gonna say they had a big black trash can, and so I never heard anything else about the smell.
Okay, wait. So you threw it in the trash can?
In the kitchen. In the kitchen. Not outside, Tisha.
Why am I going outside?
Take the evidence with them.
No shirt. You should have put it.
This was in Norfolk, Virginia. Why would I go outside by myself? He can't want me to put the little doo-doo hand towel in.
Wait.
Girl, you could have opened the door and dropped the bag down at the door until you got ready to leave.
One thing I will say, they lived in a very nice neighborhood. I did not want to leave that doo-doo towel out there. But anyway, I put it.
No, you just left it in the kitchen.
It was a big trash can.
Uh-oh, the producer's being triggered. Time for a commercial break, producer.
this whole production about to get shut down.
Oh my goodness!
I went in the kitchen.
We didn't get too many details without names. We didn't get too many details though. Too many details.
In the kitchen, they had empty beer boxes. You know,
she gonna just keep describing. She gonna keep
describing. And I lifted up. I put it at the bottom. So anyway, I'm gonna say what's so funny. They had like this little light skinned roommate, right? He was like, "What the hell happened to the?" He had said something about the towel. And listen, he said somebody's towel missing, and I was like, "This." I didn't say a thing, and I went on with my life. Okay, I had to do what I had to do. You hear me?
Thanking booty life.
Okay, and I wiped myself real good because I was not going to have no residue left. Okay, so that's my story.
In the kitchen, though, I still can't get over it in that kitchen.
I had to do what I had to do.
I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed.
Why is the producer over here talking to me talking about you never told me nothing in the kitchen? Where else did he go? I ain't go out to no trash can.
So this is my thing. Is this a normal smell in the kitchen? Because till this day, nobody knew until just now.
I'm gonna be real honest with y'all
about the doo-doo towel in the kitchen trash can.
I'm gonna be very honest. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm going on 40. I will not speak for how it smells now. You know, TMI. But back then in my early 20s, I had a real diet regimen because nothing seeped through the kitchen. Like they ain't complaining. Like I said, well, I gotta get shout out to them when I say their names.
Let me tell you, the Lord looks out for babies and food, and He helped you.
Yeah, I gotta say
it was stinking, Tisha. Come on now, come on.
I can't say like because they
Chinese food.
They had
and alcohol.
They had a smoke-free house. They had a clean house. They had a clean bathroom.
And they had a lit kitchen trash can.
And they knew nothing about it. The big top was on the big trash can. So let's move on. So that's my tales from the crib. You know, no judgment. I do what I had to do. Go ahead, Keisha. Wrap it on up, girl. What you do?
It up. Finish with a bang.
I don't have too many things I've done. You know, man, Jesus has been on this journey since I was a little girl. You know,
come on.
Hallelujah.
Look, Tisha, come on, Miss Secrets. Because we know your secrets. What you do?
So.
Okay.
You know, blame it on my mama probably. And my daddy a little bit.
Maybe. You're not going to do that to Miss Cookie. You're not about to do
That's what I'm blaming on. Because I seen stuff like this in my childhood. So, yeah. That's what happened.
She's a good Christian one.
So. I don't even know. I should have thought of another story while y'all was talking, but anyway.
Come on,
So, my tales from the crib. I played private eye at an old boyfriend's house. Right? And I'm usually that type that I guess everybody got a little cray cray. You know what I mean? So no judgment. Everybody got a little cray cray.
Don't put this on everybody.
Everybody got a little cray cray. So I felt like things were not right. You know what I'm saying? Just not right. You had that little feeling in your gut, feel like things weren't right. So we supposed to be meeting up later for dinner. So he was like, yeah, babe, working late, so and so and so. So I rolled past, not paying any attention really, but I ride past that way because it's on like a main highway, a main section, intersection. Okay. So I ride past all the time, and so I happened to look over, the cars out there. So I was like,
I both out here, all three.
Like, okay.
Do it again. What you say?
So I was like, I'm going about my business. It's a coincidence because, truth be told, sometimes he would get a ride to work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or he would get off and then maybe go have to help a coworker or something. So, they would come pick him up. You know what I mean? All I knew was I was going to find out which one this story was, right? So I went and got me something to eat. Got me something to drink. Because I'm going to be here a minute. And I posted up.
Went and got her a Pepsi, y'all. Go ahead,
I posted up in the parking lot.
In the parking lot?
Now, I did it more than once. I did it twice.
Wait. Because I only
I did. It's so crazy because the first time I did it, I called Ebony.
Yeah.
The second time I did it, I called Tisha.
That's what I say. I remember one time.
Yeah, I did it twice. I did.
Keep going. So did you text him? Did you call him while you was in the car?
So I'm outside, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, when I get home, we're going to have dinner, da-da-da. So I'm like, okay. All I knew was a car better be driving up.
And dropping you off.
Dropping you off. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there, whatever, and I'm like, he in that house. I know he is in that house. Like, dude is lying. So I called Ebony. I was like, look, I'm going to go knock on the door. You better go knock on the door. So she was like, Keisha, don't do that because you're too hot. You're too irate. I was like, no, because what you don't do is lie. And I'm going to tell you, I had a little flash from when I was a little girl. And I would never forget where we went to go see my daddy.
Girl.
And he had somebody over there. And my mama found out. And I witnessed my mama beat my daddy with his crutch. So I was reliving this moment like, he lying. He there.
Listen. We're not supposed to be up here telling daddy business, but we got to put it out there.
Daddy ain't nobody gonna see my daddy. Don't nobody know my daddy.
Daddy came to
I'm
the
probably
door.
gonna see my daddy.
Daddy came to the, listen, y'all, Daddy came to the door. And from the when he opened the door, you can see the bathroom. Right? The bathroom door was open. It had a bra hanging over the shower. No. And so my daddy got the door cracked, like, hey, we standing there, like, hey, like, let us in. We here, you know.
No, he did. We went in. So I was always dating little girl, but I guess maybe I really wasn't. Maybe that's why our relationship is like it is, because I told you. So I went in that bathroom, right? We were good. I went in that bathroom. Look at Ebony, she didn't know. I went in that bathroom, and we were getting ready to leave. And we was going on outside and everything. And I told mommy that it was a bra.
So
hanging up in daddy bathroom.
Keisha, I thought that we were standing at the door and mommy saw the bra.
So now, so why y'all relationship should be?
I told you, blame it on my parents. Blame it on my parents. So sitting out there in that parking lot, you know, I started about stuff like that, and I was like, "Oh, it's a woman in there." it might be a woman in there. So I called.
And look, Tisha, I don't know how she did with you, but she was ready to get when I knew about it. She was like, "No, Ebony, I'm going to knock on the door." I was like, "Keisha know, because if you know, I know Keisha passed, right? It's a lot she ain't told. I have an experience with another relationship. He made her mad, and I tried to hold her, and she had jabbed me in the chest like 3 times. I was like, oh. So I was like, Keisha, don't go knock on that door. It ain't nothing but trouble. We like, what's gonna happen? You gonna end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? Don't go knock on the door. You know what I'm saying?
I think I told her to knock on the door.
You told her to knock on the door?
I think I told her, like, either I was like, if I didn't say go knock on the door, I definitely said let him know that you had been like serving.
Yes, Tisha wanted me to have a confession.
Yes.
So I talked to him and I let him know. So the second time, because first time I left, whatever. The second time I was like, you know what? This is it, Rose. This is it. This is going in.
Not Titanic.
This is going in tonight. So I go up there. Well, he called me, right? And no, he texted me. He texted me and he was like, "Hey, babe, just got home." So I'm like,
"You was alive,
bruh." I'm sitting right here.
Oh, where?
Now, unless you done turned into the Invisible Man. Now, his complex is not as etiquette, I guess, as Tisha was, with the back door, the side door.
No, you're gonna definitely see it.
And one way out. One way in and one way out.
That's right.
So he never came out. He never went in. So he was like, "Yeah, just walked in." I'm like, but then I called him and I was like, "So did you just walk in?" He was like, "Yeah, I literally just came in the door." And all I can hear is beep with the, like, he loves to play the game, right? So I can hear the buzzer go off in the background. And I'm like, "Well, did you walk in with the controller? Like, how did you just walk in and you got a whole game with a buzzer in the background?" So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I said, "Well, I'm coming up. I just pulled up. We all lying. I just pulled up, right?" So I go upstairs or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, you know, he just got in." I'm like, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." And he was like, "Yeah, I did." I'm, "No, you didn't." So he was like, so I told him, I was like, "I know you've been here." I was like, "Dude, your car is sitting out in the parking lot." Yeah. So he was like, "Well, how you know that somebody didn't drop me off?" I said, "Because I know they didn't." So when I told Tisha about it, Tisha like, "Keisha, you should have just told him." And I was like, "No, because I know my temper, I know my anger, and I know how his is." You know what I'm saying? So
I know your anger too.
Somebody would have been coming out of there probably like it's some handcuffs and the other one in a body bag. Like it wouldn't have been good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come on now. If I had told him and we had really got to like it wouldn't have went well.
Keisha, wait. You said body bag.
Yeah. Right. It would have went down. Come on now. Y'all know him.
No. We're not gonna put that on him. That's your.
No, what I'm saying is he can be just as 1,000 as I can be. Neither one of us would have backed down in that. You understand what I'm saying? I would have been more and more angry because you lying. He'd have been more and more angry because like, "Yo, you spying on me, so and so." It wouldn't have been cute in that house.
Hold on. To his defense, even though we're not dropping his name because I know him too, he would have been trying to put her out the house. Not put hands on her. He was trying to put her out the house, and she won't go have it. And then she been trying to put hands on that man.
Yeah, it wouldn't have went down nicely. It wouldn't have. Mm-hmm. So he kept asking me. He was like, "I mean, are you all right? Are you good?" So I was like, "You know what? I'm ready to go because if I don't, you're not going to be all right."
Oh.
So I'm going to leave. Exit. Yeah. So and I never told him. You know what I mean? I never told him how I knew. And Tisha was like, "Why did you tell him? Why did you tell him?" I was like, "Because I know how I am if you're lying to me. Right. So I'm not going to keep making you lie to me." You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep pulling that lie.
Tisha?
I needed closure. I needed to know why he did what I needed to know.
But yeah, I had my closure. I was good with it. My whole thing was, is he lying or am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? So and I could never place, you know what I mean? So me being there and seeing that you did not just literally walk in his house, you know what I mean? You've been home, you've been like, and then to come up here and ask you, and you don't really even have, you know what I mean? And it's so crazy because there was no woman there.
Right.
There was no woman.
Let's get to that part.
And that really made me mad. Because I'm like, I probably would have handled it better if you had a woman over here. Because all you had to say was, so he played the game with other guys, right? And a lot of times they play for money. But all you had to say was, babe, me and the guys playing a game, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I never let him know. And to this day, he still doesn't know.
He gonna find out.
You know now.
Yeah. You know now.
Call me.
Call me. I'm gonna share the YouTube with her because I want her to be a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. We have taken this time. This is how the chat go, right? So like we just keep it all the way 100 with y'all, and we have opened up to let y'all know about our tales and tricks. You know what I'm saying?
We
right. Like, no judgment.
No judging. Okay. But listen, we hope that
I'm gonna say real quick what's so funny about my story. You know, we had our brunch, right? And we was talking about riding out. And I'm in the brunch like, we going to fight? You needed to come with you to go fight? I'm really not that chick. I really am a kumbaya. Let's just love on them. I really am, because I know how I can go. So my first go-to is to just remove myself from the, whatever, so we don't have to go there. Yeah, it is.
Maybe that's how she is on the inside, but the outside, Tisha and I know another side. Okay.
And look at my shirt. So in between, none of you fucking phrases what I do.
Okay. But listen, we hope you all have enjoyed today's show, okay? Today is just like a little preview of what we have in store, okay? If you think today was something, stay tuned, because we are going to take you all on a journey of our experiences of restaurants and leisure activities and travel all around the world. But check this out. Before we go any further, we got to give a special shout out to our attendees. Last weekend, we had a Chat and Chew, our very first Chat and Chew brunch.
Yes.
We got to admit, it was bigger than what we expected. It was mind-blowing. Like, we knew it was going to be good because of who we are, but it was better than what we ever expected. So shout out to everyone that showed up. We do
thank you, ladies.
We appreciate you all. Shout out to our spotlight vendor, Stacy.
Yay, Stacy.
Not only did she show up and she took a chance on us, but she sold out of every product. Okay,
they did that.
Yes,
and still selling,
still booking. Shout out to our business owners who donated an item for us to raffle off.
Yes,
this brunch was mind blowing because everyone that showed up to this brunch walked away with the giveaway. Like, where do you do that at? Like, how many times have you ladies went to an event and everybody got a giveaway, right? It doesn't happen. It just happens with Chat and Chew, right? So look forward to upcoming events with Chat and Chew. We have a lot planned for you all. Shout out to our friends and families that donated as well. Especially, we had a lot of guys that donated who just wanted to make sure that every woman walked away with a giveaway.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you all. So listen, we hope you enjoyed this show. If you are an entrepreneur, then we got something for you. Contact us at chat, CHAT and AND Chew, CHEW at wwemg.info. Y'all see me? This is me trying to make sure I get it right.
Get the rest.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to have you email to somebody else that can't help you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you are an entrepreneur, email us. We have some awesome advertisement packages where you can advertise on the Chat and Chew. You can advertise on the Layers Effect and even our upcoming shows. Okay. Shout out. Also look forward to Worldwide Entertainment Media Group, who we are signed under, who produces our show. We don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Shout out to the CEO, Mark Jamal Clanton, okay? Shout out to Tisha, who has an upcoming show. What's the name of your show, Tisha?
The Circle of Peace. Stay tuned.
Circle of Peace. Yes, Circle of Peace. Look forward to that. That is launching 2023. January the 1st, y'all. We hitting you in the neck, in the throat. You know what I'm saying?
In the throat. And y'all talking about I'm valid.
You know what I'm saying? You straight in the throat. Okay.
Y'all hit me in the throat.
So shout out. Listen, if you have a suggestion, a restaurant, an activity, a venue, entertainment, anything that's going on in the 757 or 804, we want you to email us at chatandchew@wwemg.info of your suggestions, because look, we would take a chance on you. Let us go. And tell them, put our life on the line.
And maybe even a topic that they want to hear discussed, you know what I mean, from somebody else's point of view. You know, they're thinking yada yada yada, and like just to get another girl's, you know, perspective on something. Yeah, we're not gonna put our business out there no more though. We're not going. What goes on? Just me and Jesus. We gonna just this is a one-time special for y'all tonight.
But listen, like my co-host Keisha said, if you got a topic that you want us to talk about, we're going to keep it all the way 100, 1,000, right? So, like, even though we get along, you really have 3 different personalities, okay? Yes. So we're going to give you 3 perspectives of that topic, okay? We appreciate you all. So, look, co-host, who y'all want to get some quick shout-outs to before we wrap this up? Go ahead, Tisha. Who will give a shout-out to?
Of course, we shouting out our producer for putting up with. I want to shout out my husband
for putting up with you.
I'm a blessing. I'm a godsend. I don't know what you're talking about.
And I did the second baptism. Praise the Lord.
And I want to shout out, my mama. Look, that was before I had.
Yes, because she's going to watch this.
Okay, mama. Shout out Sherry. All right, bye.
Okay. Go ahead, Keisha. Who you want to give some special shout outs to?
Special shout outs to, again, our producer, Mr. Clanton, my brother in love. And shout out to you ladies. I have enjoyed this so far. I am super, super excited about what is to come for us. And shout out to my family. Because both my kids have planned on having sleep-in weekends. And I was like, yeah, so I'm going to need y'all at the brunch. And I appreciate them for whenever I call on them for something. They're like, okay, Mom, but they do it.
Yeah. So I want to give a special shout out. Of course, I mean, I can't not shout them out. I can't let them shout them out. I know that's my right. To my hubby, the CEO of Worldwide Entertainment Media Group. He really does an awesome job. He not only produces the show, but he takes care of our graphic designs. He sponsored our photo shoots. So those dope photos that you see, of course. Shout out to Kevin Conway, who is our Shout out to Sharon Holloway, who is our makeup artist. Okay. Shout out to my children and my family as well for putting up with me. Shout out to my dog Toby for keeping quiet doing this doing this recording. You know what I mean? And shout out.
So we know that was Tisha's fur baby.
Okay. Listen, when we were practicing, her fur babies were keeping it up. But you know what? Shout out to them because they kept it cool doing this recording, okay? And shout out to you all who is watching this episode. We do not take it for granted. We do not take it for lightly. We appreciate you all. And if you think this is something, stay tuned, okay? This has been the Chat and Chew with your girl, Miss Ebony.
Your girl,
Special K.
Oh, y'all can't go at the same time. See how this is?
Do it again.
Okay, this out, okay? You can get all of this.
You're gonna get it
We're
all.
gonna go in order on the screen.
Right. This has been Chat and Chew with your girl, Miss Ebony.
Your girl, Special K.
And your girl, Tisha.
Look at her trying to be so sweet. Good night. We appreciate you all. Good night.
Good night.